Killer Heat is out on Amazon Prime, new neo-noir murder mystery starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Shailene Woodley and Richard Madden. Gordon-Levitt plays an alcoholic investigator with a past working as an American expat in Greece. He gets hired to come to Crete and investigate a recent death of a man coming from a powerful, wealthy local family. But as the person hiring him is the wife of the man's identical twin, the plot quickly evolves into a tangled up family drama about jealousy. So if you look at the defining criteria of classic film noir, this film basically checks all the boxes. An alcoholic troubled detective, check. A femme fatale hiring him for a case, initially seeming like she knows very little, but of course knowing more than she lets on, check. The interests of the rich and powerful being at the heart of the story, check. The setting of the story being in a place where the law does not really operate to the fullest extent and is often left at the whim of the local businessman, check. So how does it place when compared to other movies of the once classic genre? Well, I'd put it like this. For most of the film, it gives the impression of being really rather mediocre. I really dislike the voiceover narration that's present throughout the film, as I often do, because it mostly just says what is happening on screen anyway. I thought that the main character isn't particularly likable or relatable. I also thought, perhaps most importantly, that the plot is weak because it is predictable. It all builds up to a grand reveal of the mystery solution, but to the audience that solution is obvious about 15 minutes in. So it's a bit frustrating to watch the detective go around in circles trying to connect the dots that you yourself have already connected. However, in the final 15 minutes or so, the movie reveals that this was all kind of intentional as it moves into yet another final reveal. And that one I think was a lot less predictable and makes the movie much better in retrospect. I'd say still not properly solid, a recommendable movie, but a decent one for sure. It improves the storyline while also tying it together with the detective's personal arc and making him sort of come to some realizations about his own personal life. But at the end of the day, the question remains, is the ending good enough then to justify the average movie that precedes it? In my opinion, not completely. I'd say if you're a starved out fan of film noir or even just detective stories, you can check it out and you might actually enjoy it. But for other regular audiences, I'd say probably skip this one.